This is Ashley with Gamers with Coffee. Greg is at work. So I am going to do just an unexpected build of Clash of Steel, the Germans and the British tank build. So right now I'm going to work on the British. Give me 1 second. Because I can't see on the other computer on what's kind of going on. So I will answer off of my account. Anyone on YouTube, Facebook, and all that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get everything set up. And muting things. On YouTube, Facebook, and all. Alright. That way I can see who is messaging and whatnot. So, anyone have questions? I apologize in advance for butchering names. I am not good with names. So we're going to start with the British assembly guide. So for anyone on TikTok, that's what we're going to do. I do have, these are all British. Everything is British in this one. So we have the Russians and Americans over there. So we're going to start building these so that way we can get a game. On TikTok, if you guys check out our unboxing of the Russian and Americans box, and we just did a video or an unboxing of the German and the British. That's why I'm doing these right now. So let's get started. We'll start with the Comets. So that's these guys. There's 3 of them. The Russian and American box set has 21 tanks. This one has 17 between the 2 factions. So we're going to start with this. Like I said, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I will answer as best as I possibly can. And again, I apologize for any kind of misspellings or pronunciations of any of these. So what I do first is basically get them all off the sprue. I kind of do a factory, get them all off, and then go and build from there. So, oh, fun. These ones are going to have little itty bitty guns on this one. Where do they go? Or are they just an extra? Nope, they do go in there. Okay, so I have 3 chances to not screw it up. So that's a good thing. So when snipping these, there's probably a better way of doing it. I mean, I could probably take my X-Acto blade and get these little itty bitty guns here that go on the turret. No, where do these go? They actually go on the hull of them. So that's probably what I'm going to do because they're brittle. So one of them will be an open, and the other 2 will be closed. So that way we can get one of our little soldiers. And these guys sitting in them. So what I did was I looked. These are the Americans, or I'm sorry, the British, and the other ones, which are back there with the Germans. I write British on them, just like with the Russians and Americans. I did the same thing because you're not gonna need all of them. So I have I call it my box of shame, but it is a old school Gale Force 9 pieces box. This is one of the actual original tank boxes that Gale Force 9 did that I went and started basically collecting anything between Gale Force 9. There are Team Yankee, Flames of War, and even some actual pewter pieces in here as well. So this is everything from the hull, small pieces, or not the hull, I'm sorry, the turrets, side panels. I have another one that is full, where is it, of the hulls, tops, extra big pieces that go into this one. So Greg says I'm a hoarder with it. I personally don't believe I am, but you never know when you're going to need pieces. Greg was building the Americans and ended up dropping one of the small little tracks that went on just as like a decoration kind of thing. So I ended up finding it, but we just found, I believe it was a German one that was roughly about the same size that we were going to put on there just to make it look decent. But this one doesn't seem like it's too hard of a build, so I should be able to knock these ones out pretty quick. The longest it takes is to snip all these out. So that what takes the longest. Yes, Keegan, I know I need to use them to make terrain, but don't really got time with me working a lot now. So yeah, I don't need sleep. Yep, that is true. Sleep when you're dead. Why do they have to make them so little? So yeah, with these little itty bitty guns, I believe what I'm going to do, I have my cutting board over here. And I'm going to go and cut them out instead of snipping them. So that way I don't snap them. Granted, it gives you 3 and you only need 1 technically. So that's a bonus. So it gives you a couple chances to not screw up. So let's see if this works without breaking them. Come on. Once I get the one side off, I think I'll be okay to snip the other side. There we go. So now that's an empty spur. So I've seen people take and use the old sprues as dry brush stuff. So I'm going to try that. I believe I have an old piece of cardboard somewhere around here. I just have to glue it down to. And supposedly it works really well for dry brushing. So I'll give that a try because we just got a whole bunch of sprues. So we'll give that a go. Like I said, I go and take off everything I can for the most part that I can basically twist off. Usually is what I do because they're a little bit cleaner instead of snipping it. So I didn't do that with the first one because I wanted to see how some of these came off. So like some of them that have 3 hooks, you can't really twist off. So just kind of gotta slowly work on, let's see, because I bent the last one. Let's snip this lane and release it. There we go. That shouldn't put any pressure on that. Yep, there we go. And then this can be twisted off. Hey, Reese. So, Reese, if you just jumping on, Greg is at work, so I'm going to try to knock out the British and the German before he gets home because he is slower at this than I am. No, Robert, these are the Comets, not Cromwell's. The Clash of Steel did not come with Cromwell's. So this comes, I'm doing the British right now. They are the Comets, the Tortoises, and I'm going to butcher the next one. What is the last one? The Centurions. I probably butchered that one. I'm sorry. So that is what is in the Clash of Steel starter box. Hi, Charles. I know usually Greg is on here with us, but like I said, Reese, Greg is at work, so I'm gonna try to knock these out. I went and hopefully he's not watching on like his phone or something. I went and built, oh God, how many are there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the Russian, basically all the Russians. Granted, Russian tanks are a little bit easier to build, but Greg has big sausage fingers. So he wasn't. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, which ones did I just snip off? I grabbed the wrong one. So let's see. That goes like that. So okay. So there's 2 of them over there. No. Nope. Okay. It should be okay. So let's snip this off. Not really, Keegan. From what the cards show, they look like they're gonna be pretty even. This is gonna be like the original tanks where it was, you know, either you're dead or you're not. None of the, well, I have 4 lives left kind of BS. So it's either you hit, it's going to be like Team Yankee from what Greg was reading, where you make your rolls and all that, and it's either you save or you don't. If you don't, you're dead. So in this box, they look like it's gonna be a pain because they're like the biggest. Hold on, let me see. There, they are the biggest set that has 2 different ones. It's gonna be either the 1 or the 3. So, and then depending on which one you pick, but there's just a lot of pieces for these. So that's gonna be an interesting build. All right. Let's see if I can snip these out instead of cutting them. We'll see. Nope, I broke them. Dang. Okay, I'm going to have to snip them. That's what I figured. So that's why they give you 3. So I ended up breaking 1, which is no surprise on that. So there we go. Yep, I ended up breaking that little one. So it is what it is. So, well, let's get this piece off. But I've kind of mass consume or mass build basically, is I pull all of them off, especially when they're the exact same. Is at least what I do. Greg will go and build 1 by 1. And it's okay, but if you're doing the same thing over and over, it's just my preference to go and basically do a mass production. It does. I think it said a 3 by 4 or whatever size you actually want, Keegan. But if you want, when you get off work tonight, you can swing by and grab one of the core books if you want, just to look through it. But that's up to you. I'm going to try to get these knocked out and then take the rule book with me probably to work the next couple days if I can get these done. And I want to try to go and get a game at some point this week is what I'm hoping, but we still have a lot to do with our living room. People on YouTube know that me and Greg are redoing our living room. A lot of the things we've ordered finally came in after months. Go figure. So had some extra money, got some paint. All that stuff's basically drying. We had to do some repair work. We got flooring from our daughter when she moved out of the trailer that they were living in. So, yep, we get to do all that. We're going to try, keyword try, to knock it out this weekend. Because most of it's done. So, come on, that's 1. Oh, there he is. My guy just flung that little guy. 2. All right. And that is all that one. All right, so now those are all taken apart. Just close that so I don't end up cutting myself. I believe Charles Reese is actually moving, in the process of moving or something. All right, so going off of the guide, let's slide this under my little paint table. It starts with the turret, so let's get all those pieces out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Greg uses Zap-A-Gap. Mine is almost gone. On smaller pieces, this works for the most part if there's a small enough hole. But I've been using this Gorilla Glue. It's a gel Gorilla Glue, and it seems to work really, really well for me. So that is what I am using. So the only thing is I wish this had a smaller applicator, but it doesn't. So I have an old paint rag that I use for painting. So if I don't do that, no. Okay, don't squeeze too hard. With this, I'll just kind of run my fingers around the edge and then wipe it off on the rag if I don't let it glue to my finger too much. So we'll see how quick I can get these guys built. Because Greg should be home anytime. Because he ended up working late yesterday, so company he works for don't like really too much overtime. So some of the smaller pieces, I do have tweezers sitting next to me to build. Well, that's cool, Reese. What did you get, Charles, from Miniature Market? The hobby front, working on the patrol boats. I didn't know you had actually any patrol boats or anything like that. That's cool. I know Chris was doing patrol boats and air cavalry. Nice. And Reese, you're moving up closer to McMurray, right? And Todd, I believe. Or in that general area. Nice. Okay, I'll have to look into that. 15 millimeter buildings, 2 difference. Oh. Nice. Yeah, we went to March to Victory and went up to that museum, the World War I museum. And if you guys didn't catch the video, we're still trying to put together the video too. You can, Keegan. It's just gonna be which ones. These are more just a starter. So 1, 2, 3. And this little light. 2. Yeah, let's say go and catch his if you haven't seen it. But yeah, we sent him Charmy, the pigeon, the carrier pigeon is what we sent him. Yeah, well, you're not bringing any other tanks into it. You're gonna, it'll be Clash of Steel tanks because each one has its own thing. I'm not gonna be doing. We're gonna bring whatever tanks we want, kind of thing. So. That. Come on. This is gonna be a pain because these are so freaking tiny. Come on. Wow, this is gonna be a pain. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. Not really anything to hold on to. Guess it goes like that. I guess so. It's over. Oh. Yeah. Keegan, I thought you were working. What is it, your lunchtime or something, Keegan? You're in a truck. No texting and driving, Keegan. Come on. That just looks weird. Okay. That's the way it wants it. So yeah, with all of them so far that I've noticed, when you have the open thing, oh, I can't even think of the damn word on them. When they're opened, they open weird. So yeah, they open like that instead of side to side. That you would assume. These ones don't have a gun on top. No, they do not. Okay. So with one of the Russian sets, they had enough pieces in there to make 3 different turrets. And I have 3 different turrets for them. So it's going to be whichever one I want, basically. It was the, I believe, 34, 50, and 28, I believe it was. But I have 3 different turrets for that tank. Ha ha ha, Keegan. Sorry, guys, you'll probably hear banging in the back. They are working across the street from me. And then there's also a tree company that's out here. So you'll hear banging all the way around. And I'm just waiting for Greg to sneak in and probably scare me and I'll throw something. It's probably what will end up happening. Alright, so those are all done. Alright, now it is the big part. That's that, this, and this. Alright, so this piece goes on first. I always dry fit on mine because that way I know how it's going to fit. And I make sure it's going on the correct way. So oh, I think they got the cement truck in here. That's what it sounds like. It's supposed to be a 77 every day. It was in the 70s yesterday. I think it's supposed to be about that, but we've already had sprinkles. We're gonna dance. Wow, I'll say me and Greg were talking about trying to do something like that, but we can never figure out how um to really do it because we have Wings of Glory and Cells of Glory. So we were gonna try to see if we couldn't do both, but I don't know how well that would work with those two games. Now, if you had like battleships or something, I think would be a little bit better. But Wings of Glory and Cells of Glory, I believe, are two different time frames. So I don't see that working so well. Um, well, Oak and Iron we also have. All right, be safe. We have Oak and Iron. Greg went and bought me a Kraken because I'm obsessed with uh, octopuses and squids and all that. So he bought me a Kraken, and I painted him. So whenever we play Oak and Iron, we figure every turn we kind of made up a rule for him. Every turn, basically, or round, I guess would be a better word for it. Every round, we will go and roll on a 4, 5, or 6. The Kraken comes out. And then we have it kind of separated into sections. And whoever is by that section basically has to roll to see if it takes damage. So you can either get destroyed by another player or the Kraken sinks you. So that is what we do with them. He sits actually right back over here. Let's see. He sits right there. There's my Kraken. He's been painted for a while. So I don't know. Oh, he's on everything. I don't know if I can get you guys high enough to do it. Let's see. Up and back. He's sitting right there next to the queen. He's right there. So. Thank you for the follow. So what do you have planned for today, Charles? So Keegan's up on TikTok part and okay. I just caught what Reese said about where he's moving. Ow! I just stuck my finger. So yeah, what's your plans for the day? Keegan's working. He's up on TikTok. All right, so that one's done. So we need, let's glue these pieces on first and get that lid begun. So 1, 2, 3. Let go. Let go. There we go. All right, so let's see how's this actually fit in here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm going to get sticky. Okay. Like that. Okay. Yep, this is going to be interesting. I'm trying to hold this in here and push it down as well. So this little piece, let's pick one up. Come here. So this piece has to go and lay right into here. So it's got to sit. It slides in. It's got to be pushed down and pushed in at the same time to do anything. So that is what I'm doing right this second. So trying to figure out how to let it kind of fall in, I guess. Let it kind of manipulate itself in. This would be the best way. Nope. Okay, well, it's in, so let's get in there. Because that is where that little itty bitty gun will sit too. So, show TikTok. Yeah, they are, Johnny. So, that goes in. This gets set in. Of course, I show you guys, and it's going to be easy now. Push down and lock. Oh, Johnny, you should have been on Monday when we started doing them. Greg was dropping pieces all over the place. Because the pieces that he was working on the Americans. And they were just so freaking tiny. And my front door opened. So I'm assuming Greg is home now. Babe? Okay. YouTube? YouTube and TikTok? Yeah? I figured. Oh, I bet. 4 years old? That's... All right, how old is she? The youngest, so... Oh, 4 hours. Yeah, that would be a lot. There you go, Charles. You have someone to play with. Teacher. Teacher to play. So, these tiny little itty bitty guns that I had to cut out of the sprue. I have too much glue on that one, so let's... No, let go. Don't glue there. Go in the hole. So, I have way too much glue on that. That's the only bad thing about this Gorilla Glue. There's just sometimes so much of it. So what I'll do is probably just do these 3 at least for now. And then tomorrow jump back on and do another That or maybe just knock them out tonight, depending on what we plan on doing. Oh, wow. There's that little bitty gun. Ugh. All right, so that's done. That's done. Okay, wheels now. So, like I said, we're gonna have extra pieces. So I have one of my coasters that I take the extra pieces and throw them into my box of shame. So that one. There's that little gun, and the other little gun. All right. So we are doing the tracks now. So let's knock out the tracks. So the tracks are cool. There's only a couple ways. Okay. Yeah, right, don't die on us. That's cool. I'll have to try to catch your live stream, Johnny. With these, they have 2 slots. Literally, you cannot screw it up. That one has 2 slots where the other one has 3. So depending on which side you do is what side the actual tracks need to be on. So the 2 goes right in. This was one thing I did like about Gale Force 9 when it came to the tracks. The Americans, I don't remember which one it was. I believe it was the big ones. But the tracks, I know the British has one where the locked hall, I believe is what it is. This one where you have to basically glue these onto these and then put the tracks on the bottom of them. So that's a big tank. So these ones are almost done. So just got to get these to stick. All right, there's one. And if I don't, where's my snips? There they are. Yep, they slide in and lock in basically. Three. Yeah, I'm going to try to knock them all out, Keegan, is what I'm going to try to do. So, but you got to remember, I want to try to finish my living room so I have a living room again. Or get as much of it done so I can put my couches back. Right now, they are pushed into the center of my living room. So, it's my last day out. Well, I have Saturday off, so I believe that's when we are going to do the flooring and try to knock that out. Because we got leveler to try to level off the floor right there by that vent. And then that should be dry basically tonight, if not tomorrow. And then we'll get that back wall done today. We had to go and unplug. We'll have to go and basically kill the power to the whole house to do it. All right, so there's the wheels. So we have a box. A track and a gas can is what needs to go on. So that gives me a couple extra tracks. These are just add-ons, optional pieces. You do not have to put them on. But because it's on the board or it's on the build piece, I'm going to put them on. So let's put the box here. Come on, slide up on there. So sliding the box on and try to get it even before that glue decides it wants to stick. There we go. So we put the box there. We'll put a track. Let's put the track. Actually, let's put the track down here. The track we will throw down there. And then the gas barrel we'll put up on top. Like that. So we have an extra track there. We have a gas barrel in the center, and then the box there. I could go and put the other track down over here. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel right now. I've been moving around my living room to try to figure out how I want it, but again, right now it's all destroyed. So, like I said, I'm going to finish these guys up and show you what they are and then end it. That way I can go and try to get my living room somewhat put back together and worked on some more. We've had it torn apart for almost a week. So I would like my living room back. Put it that way. So this just drop down right there. No, don't glue like that. No. Right there. Oh, should I add that other track to the other side? What do you guys think? Should I add another track over here? Come on. There it goes. Oh, I put that one upside down. Damn it. Alright, I guess this one will be the commander one. Could be different. I didn't realize I put that one upside down. Well, it's already too late. It's pretty much stuck on there. Yeah, that's great. Let's put the other track on here. Let's put it up in the front, though. Right there. There we go. put the other track up in the front. So that's what we'll do with the other two. Searching the backyard, mail is dropped and losses. Oh yeah, good luck with trying to find an LOL doll. Those things get tiny. I mean, it's like literally dealing with tanks. Let's see. If I'll put it on the one side, you gotta be on the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I'm putting it in the front instead of the back. So I have extra pieces. Like I said, I have a like box of shame. So I could go and get more pieces out if I wanted to. All right. Close that up. Oh, I'm going to need that back open. All right. Pull some of this glue off. There we go. And let's see. Who do we put in here? Let's put this guy in. So with these, I've noticed they don't fit in there properly. So I've had to like snip. Oh, that guy's going to. Like half the back off of him for him to fit. Let's see if that was enough glue. At least with the Americans and the Russians, I had to do that with. There we go. Alrighty. So that should all be dry. Wow, that don't sit even. That don't sit even at all. That is weird that it don't sit even. 2 and the last. Alrighty, so those are the comets that are completely done. So there's the 3 comets, but for some reason they don't want to sit if you try to push them down or whatnot, but they will work. Those are done. So keep tuned, look for stuff onto YouTube and Facebook and all that. Grab my box of shame and give a likes, thumbs up, everything that gives us, helps us out. Leave comments. Let us know what you guys think, what we should try to do. If you ever want to be on any of our live shows on Sundays at 4 p.m., we try to notify people if we won't be able to make it, but 98% of the time we make it and have no problems. Any of the other ones, we have Empire 54 millimeter. He is Reese. He's on our on our stuff. Go check him out. Look up the Linkster as well. He is on our YouTube. Both of them are really good guys. Same thing with Charles. So if you guys want, go check them out. All right. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Nope, wrong mouse.